Your birth given full name.
Harley Rose Elkins. When I get my name change done, it's gonna be Tucker Rose. The kid that always stuttered was stolen for the feeling of stealing. We drove it just like our days had been stolen. I'm living in Logan, Utah. My family lives in Oregon.
When did you first realize you were transgender?
So when I moved up here to Logan the first time, I had met a couple of trans guys, and I had never known what trans was. I just thought I was a lesbian, but that never really fit right. It was more like a butch lesbian, I guess. But it just didn't fit me. And I met them, and they started using male pronouns and calling me by my preferred name, Tucker, and it was perfect. Everything just came together. But according to my mother, ever since I was 4, I would always ask, Mom, why did God not make me a boy?
What does your family think about it?
My little sister was the first one to really jump on board with it. She was really cool about it. My other sister, she just kind of whatever. My brother, he's coming around to it. My dad ignores it. My mom, she tries, but she doesn't really want to accept it. So I think once I actually start transitioning on the outside, looking how I am on the inside, she'll come around to it. But as far as I know, they're okay with it, but they don't really accept it yet. The 6th grade, when I started realizing that I had an attraction to girls and fitting more with the guys, but I just kept denying it. I was like, oh, it's just weird. It's not normal. You're just thinking weird things. This is just a phase. But it just kept getting more and more as I went through junior high and high school, and then I got out of high school and I got my first girlfriend.
When are you going to start hormones?
The 24th of March.
Tell me a little bit of the process that you had to go through to be able to get approved to do hormones.
For me personally, I just had to call and make an appointment. There's a LBGT friendly OBGYN clinic out in Holiday in Salt Lake City that they'll ask me questions on where my mental health is, on how I feel like I'm prepared and ready for all the physical changes and mental changes that are about to take place while taking testosterone. And if they feel that I'm in the correct mindset, they'll give me my first shot that day, and if not, they have gender therapists there that I can talk to until they deem me ready, and they'll give me a letter of recommendation to start hormone replacement therapy.
How far of this process will you go through before you will feel complete or feel like you are finally done transitioning?
It's something you have to do for the rest of your life. Within the first 1 to 2 years is when you notice the most drastic changes, but after 6 or 7 years is when the physical changes stop. So after 6 or 7 years is when you don't change anymore. That's just where you are. But I feel like the first time I get my shot is when I'll finally feel like I'm whole.
Are you planning on getting any surgeries?
Yes. Top surgery, definitely. Hysterectomy, definitely. And I'm contemplating lower surgery, but I don't really want to get that done until they've furthered the science behind that one.
What do you think the chances are, let's say 2 years down the road, you realize that this isn't what you wanted to do?
0.
0?
There's no chance in my mind that I will ever want to detransition. Your sex drive apparently goes crazy through the roof.
Would you consider yourself a lesbian now?
No.
So you consider yourself straight right now?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me about the order of things that will start happening once you start taking testosterone.
So the first thing you'll notice is your voice will start to drop, and then your facial hair will start to come in. Your shoulders will start to broaden. You'll start to get like that male T shape, so your body fat will redistribute to your stomach. Intense muscle growth, increased appetite.
From a religious standpoint, do you think God made a mistake, or what do you think?
It's a good question. No, I don't think he made a mistake. I think this is just one of the things that I'm supposed to do in life, to become who I am and teach others and help others along their way.
Does your family know that you're starting T in a week?
Some of them.
Does your mom know?
I talked to her about it, yeah.
She mad?
She's more disappointed that I have to take medicine, to use her words, for the rest of my life in order to become who she thinks I feel like I am. So she's not excited about it, but she's just, Mom, she's worried.
Do you think there's a chance that they won't accept it?
Yeah.
Do you think there's a chance that they will not want to see you?
No. I mean, they're my family. I'm pretty sure that they'll still want to see me. I don't think that they'll come to terms with using male pronouns and calling me Tucker. I'm pretty sure that they'll forever use that's my daughter, or she, or Harley. And I don't think that they'll ever come around to respecting pronouns and preferred names.
Is that something that would bug you, or would you be okay with that because it's your family?
It bugs the heck out of me. Like, I called my mom a couple months ago, and we actually had a detailed conversation about that, how it literally made me not like her because she couldn't come around to it, and we kind of got into a little bit of a fight over the phone about it.
Are you worried about maybe people from high school or people you used to know finding out that you're transitioning?
No, not really. Kind of excited for a class reunion to see how people all react.
My one heart wouldn't know there's only one that can be enough. Can you give me just another for that one who got away? Lonely, I'm so lonely now.
Of being on T, and then on Friday it'll be a year, so
Really?
yeah.
It's so crazy.
Biggest changes I've noticed around a year, it would have to be my voice, definitely. I've also started to get quite a bit of facial hair. It's mostly underneath my chin. My sideburns come in really nicely, and like just right here.
Yeah.
Muscle definition, it's a lot easier to bulk. Insatiable appetite, like, man, all I do is eat. It feels like. the mood changes. That was a bit of an adjustment period, but they weren't as bad as everyone made them seem. Like, everyone made it sound like you were going to turn into, like, this vicious person for a really long time, and then you'd finally get it under control. But it was only, like, a month that I didn't know what to do with my emotions, and then I got it under wraps. But after that 6 months, everything kind of slowly tapers off. So, like, after 7 or 5 years on testosterone is when you've reached the end of all of your changes that testosterone can do for your body.
Have you gotten any taller? Does that affect it? Your height?
Actually, some people have gotten a little bit taller.
Uh-huh.
I don't think that it's actually like their body growing.
Uh-huh.
A lot of trans men, we slouch to like make it appear like we have smaller chests. And so when we're finally on testosterone and we're binding, we kind of carry ourselves with a little bit more pride. And so we pull our shoulders back so it makes us look like we've gotten taller, but I don't think we actually do.
Where are you with top surgery?
With top surgery?
Yeah, what does that look like?
It's probably going to be in like 1 or 2 years. It's really expensive, and the guy that I want to go to, it's like 10 grand just to have him do the surgery, and I'd have to go to Florida for a week. And then there's all the supplies you have to get, the paying for a hotel for a week, and food, and your medications. So we're looking about like 12 grand for top surgery from the guy that I want.
Why do you want to go to that guy?
He is the best in the States. I mean, aside from going to Thailand, he's the best you can get, in my opinion. I've seen a lot of his work, and I just like how he places his scars. It's right underneath the pec muscle. So if you develop your pecs before you go in, he has a better idea of where to place the scars so that your muscles hide them a little bit, and they're not as out in the open as some doctors, because you're going to have scars from the center of your chest all the way to the sides.
Have you talked to anyone in your family? Your brothers or sisters or anyone?
I talk to my baby sisters every now and then, my mom every now and then. My Aunt Sam, I talk to her once a week because that's a condition.